first official footballer of the MetaSoccer universe. So, come with me. He may only be in his second season, but he's already gunning for glory. We've made it, we're finally here. So just come with me, we'll knock on his door. Hi there, Summer Hunter here, and right now we start a brand new adventure, and I can't tell you where here is just yet, but what I can tell you is that we're on our way to meet up with the first official footballer of the MetaSoccer universe, so come with me. First stop, Emirates Stadium. We thought we'd give you a little clue. Clue number 2. He may only be in his second season, but he's already gunning for glory and looking to write his name into Arsenal lore with icons such as these. If you guys are ready, it's time for the big reveal. We've made it, we're finally here at the last stop of our tour, and we can share with you the big reveal. We can tell you who this secret footballer is. So just come with me, we'll knock on his door.
Hi. I think this is where the world is moving to. Everybody is into it. And I think this is where the world is moving to. Everybody is into it, and I have some few, cryptocurrencies that. Yeah, I think in the next few generations it will be more better. I think it will help most young talent. Hey, I'm Thomas Partes. See you on MetaSoccer.
On our way to meet up with the first official footballer of the MetaSoccer universe. So, come with me. He may only be in his second season, but he's already gunning for glory. We've made it, we're finally here. So just come with me, we'll knock on his door. Hi there, Summer Hunter here, and right now we start a brand new adventure, and I can't tell you where here is just yet, but what I can tell you is that we're on our way to meet up with the first official footballer of the MetaSoccer universe, so come with me. thought we'd give you a little clue. Clue number 2. He may only be in his second season, but he's already gunning for glory and looking to write his name into Arsenal lore with icons such as these. If you guys are ready, it's time for the big reveal. We've made it. We're finally here at the last stop of our tour, and we can share with you the big reveal. We can tell you who this secret footballer is. So just come with me. We'll knock on his door.
Hi. I think this is where the world is moving to. Everybody is into it, and I have some few, cryptocurrencies that I hope it goes up. Yeah, I think in the next few generations it will be more better. I think it will help most young talent and most young people get into the sports of football. Hi, I'm Thomas Partes. See you on MetaSoccer.
On our way to meet up with the first official footballer of the MetaSoccer universe. So, come with me. He may only be in his second season, but he's already gunning for glory. We've made it. We're finally here. So just come with me. We'll knock on his door. Hi there, Summer Hunter here, and right now we start a brand new adventure, and I can't tell you where here is just yet, but what I can tell you is that we're on our way to meet up with the first official footballer of the MetaSoccer universe, so come with me. First stop, Emirates Stadium. We thought we'd give you a little clue. Clue number 2. He may only be in his second season, but he's already gunning for glory and looking to write his name into Arsenal lore with icons such as these. If you guys are ready, it's time for the big reveal.
All right, and welcome. That was a pretty epic intro there. Nice video you got there. And everyone, welcome to this AMA, UniX AMA with MetaSoccer. We got here Gustavo Sabino on the other side, on the MetaSoccer side. Thank you very much for being here. And for all of you guys, also thank you very much for watching this amazing AMA show of UniX Gaming, as usual. And yeah, before we're gonna start, we're gonna share some links here of MetaSoccer. So before, you can also check their Instagram, their Telegram, their Discord. All the links gonna be down below. And yes, without further ado, hello, Gustavo. How are you doing? Thank you very much for joining.
Hey man, I'm doing fantastic. I hope you guys are doing the same. Like very glad to be here with you today to talk a little bit more about our partnerships and also to talk a little bit more about MetaSoccer and what we are doing in this play to earn ecosystem.
Amazing. I'm very excited to go deeper with all of that with MetaSoccer. It seems very promising and very exciting. So I would love to learn more myself as well. And yeah, before we're gonna go deep into all of that, I first want to share also, if you stick to the end of the day and you have some amazing questions, we have a $200 giveaway, and they will be shared by 10 people with the best questions. So if you stick to the end of the AMA, share your question, you also be able to make some bucks. And yes, first of all, Gustavo, is Sabino your first name or Gustavo, by the way?
It's Gustavo. It's Gustavo.
Gustavo, okay, okay, excuse me. Gustavo, yes, can you please introduce yourself first a little bit? Like, what is your role in Meta Soccer? And yeah, tell a bit more about you before we're gonna
Yes,
talk about the project.
for sure. I'm Gustavo. I'm the growth leader of the project. So pretty much in a nutshell, what I'm doing for the company and this play to earn ecosystem is pretty much to do all the partnerships, all the deals that we are doing right now with clubs, with football players, with guilds, with DAOs. So all these deals, I'm the one that is leading this in the company. Also, pretty much all the part of the social media, Twitter, Telegram, and Discord. I'm also the guy that is doing this. So right now we are a company that will have more or less 20 people, and I'm the one that is responsible for the growth and also for the part of the community. So a lot of things to do for sure, but I'm very glad to be here because we all know what we are building for Meta Soccer, and I'm very happy to be here.
Amazing. Thank you very much for the introduction. Sounds like you have a very big task and a very busy task for sure. So I thank
No
you very
sleep
much
for
for the
sure.
time. My pleasure. Thank you very much for having the time to do this AMA and tell our communities more about where Metal Soccer is all about. So yes, like you had the lead growth. You focus on the lead of Meta Soccer. And yes, can you tell me a bit more Meta Soccer? Like we saw the intro video.
Yes, you are back. You are back.
All right, there was some glitch. So yeah, where I was is like, let's start straight into the project. So can you tell me a bit more about verse, like how Meta Soccer? How did it started? What was the inspiration? And yeah, tell me a bit more about that.
Yes, for sure. Like we are Champions Game, okay? It is like the headquarter company. So we are in the soccer or football, depends on where you live. We are in the soccer type of game since 2015. So for the past 6 years, we are developing games in the football side. So we have our first one is the B Manager. It's a fantasy type of game, okay? It's from Spain. Right now we have 2 million registered users and 1 million active users. So we are in the fantasy football game. So since COVID happened, for sure all the football games stop. So that's why we need to pivoting a little bit to other type of platforms. And since we are all in blockchain, we are all in crypto. The next step was for sure to try to develop this game in the blockchain. So that's how it all started with MetaSoccer. And what we are building here is pretty much, I don't know if you already play like Football Manager, Championship Manager, for the ones that are from Brazil, like we have Brasfoot, we have Elefoot as well. So what we want to create is a football type of manager game that you're gonna have your own clubs, you're gonna have your own football players, and then every single day you're gonna have this type of games, the PVE and the PvP against the computer or against the other users every single day. So what we're trying to create here is exactly this type of manager that you're gonna do every day. You're gonna have this game. So I play a lot of football games, a football manager game when I was younger. So for me, it's very good for me to be in this type of project and to help to develop as well, to give an ideas because I'm from Brazil, so I really love football, and for me, it's very achievable for me to help develop this project.
You guys as a team are already developing different kinds of games. You already developed excuse me. You already developed a lot of different games. You got 2 million registered users and 1 million active users, as I heard. So that's already a
Exactly.
huge community you guys have built. So with everything with COVID, and everything with crypto, you guys realize this is a good chance and a good possibility to get into this whole metaverse, especially with soccer. So that's awesome. Thanks a lot for sharing that, the inspiration about that. And you shared like you developed games university. Tell me a bit more about that, about a company, about a team from that, and what you guys have built so far.
Yes, the game is gonna be released in March. So at the end of the Q1, you're gonna start to release the PVE. Okay, the first part of the game is gonna be like you having every single day, let's say 3 to 5 games, the friendly mode, let's say. But the part of the play to earn will exist. Okay, so the community, the users will start to interact with the ecosystem. They're gonna start to receive money for it, and the best part of the game, or the complete game, it will be delivered on the mid of this year in Q2. Okay, so around June, July, you're gonna deliver as well the PvP, and the PvP you're gonna have every single day. You're gonna have a match between you and the other person that are in the same division as you are, because our game gonna have like this a division system. So we're gonna have like 9 divisions, and we're gonna start at the low tier in the 9th division, and then you want to go to the first division. So every single day you're gonna have matches against, like, let's say you against me every single day, and if I beat you, I'm gonna receive like 3 points in the leaderboard. I'm gonna receive MSU token as a reward, and that's it. In the next day, I'm gonna be like I have a match with other person, and that's it. Like, I'm gonna have all of that every single month, because 1 month in our real life is one season for MetaSoccer. Okay, so every month you're gonna have like you're gonna try to go even higher in the divisions.
I got it. I got it. Thanks a lot for sharing that. My question actually was like, you guys have built games before, right? As a team.
Yes, yes. Sorry, because we have a little bit glitch on the question. But yes, we have this game, but it's not on the blockchain. Okay, it's like a B manager. It's a fantasy football. It's in real life. Let's say this is like on Google Apps. You can download this if you want. We have like a 4.7 rate, so it's like a really good developed product that people are using. It's from a Spanish community, so we is more famous on Spain and Latin America. But even so, we have like 2 million registered users.
All right, awesome. That's huge. So you guys have already very good developed product. Now it's like having that the same product actually on the blockchain. Like, of course, different, but you guys already know the experiences of the users and everything. So that, I think that's very important for the team. So you guys actually don't start from scratch, right? Yes, thanks a lot for that. Yeah, the next team. I want to go a bit deeper about the gameplay and about all of that. But first of all, I want to ask you, like, on what chain is this whole game built?
It's in Polygon right now. Like a lot of
Cool.
projects are going to Polygon, so we for sure also see the potential on the network. So that's why we are going to Polygon.
All right, awesome. Thanks. Yeah, I think Polygon is right now the best option for games. So I think that's a good smart move there. Um, and yes, like there are a lot of different games out there. I also see some soccer games and everything. But like, what will make this game different than all the other play to earn games?
Yes, there is a lot of points that I can touch on that. Like, for example, I can tell about the experience that you already have on the football space, on the soccer space, because you're already developing this other game, Be Manager. So we have the expertise, we have the team, we work together for the past 6 years. So that's like a really good thing, because many projects are like starting to hire people they're gonna first met in this project. So for us, we already know each other, so we are already developing these other games. So for us, it's very easy, let's say, to start to develop this game. So for us, for me, the team is like is a core thing for every play to earn project. I mean, every project is very important to have a solid team, and we already have this. So the other point is that what we're trying to create here, that like is very different for what people are doing right now, is that you want to deliver this metaverse on football. Okay, so to do so, we need to have a lot of good backers and a lot of expertise. So we have both. We have good backers. We have like UniX, for example, is one of the biggest guilds in the entire world. So we have some good partnership, good sponsors. They're gonna facilitate us to deliver what you want to deliver. And on top of that, from the part of the soccer ecosystem, we have right now, we have some competitors for sure, but none of them will deliver what you want to deliver. There is the metaverse, okay? Because metaverse right now is very trendy. Thank you, Zuckerberg, for that. But we are already trying and want to deliver this since the beginning, because we know what we have, like the product that we have right now, and what you want to deliver. It is complete metaverse with the football clubs, with the football players inside the blockchain. Okay, so that's why you guys were seeing before the Thomas Party video of his presentation. He's gonna be the first football player, okay, that's gonna enter as an NFT in our ecosystem. But I can tell you, there is only the first one. Like, we have a lot of deals in the backstage that we are right now closing with some more football players. Like, I can tell you that we have a Ballon d'Or world champion. We have a lot of big football players that are going to enter as an NFT in our ecosystem. We are also finish some deals with clubs as well, from Brazil, from Spain, from England, from Mexico, from Argentina. So step by step, I would say, like in 3 to 6 months, when the PVE is ready, all the parts of the games are already developed and already deliver, we want to onboard a lot of football clubs to enter in the metaverse as an e-sport type of club. Okay, so we're gonna have the male, the female football team, and the digital football team as well. So what we want to deliver is very huge, is very like bold, I must say, but we are very confident that we can deliver.
Amazing. Thanks a lot for sharing that. And yeah, that's great if you can really get players, like famous players behind it, and big soccer groups, like soccer teams and everything. That's great. Like, that's big eyeballs on the project, right? And I think it's also good for the people who even don't know about crypto to get into this game and to get into crypto throughout this game. And is it possible to play this game also without being on the blockchain or without being crypto savvy? Like, can you tell a bit more about that? Like, do you need to
Yes,
have
yes, for sure. Like,
expensive NFT?
yeah, like for example, I was a person that played a lot of football games in the past. So for me, in terms of experience in football, for sure that I'm gonna use my own experience to play MetaSoccer. But on terms of blockchain, or to be like crypto savvy, let's say, we want to create a game that can be like mainstream. Okay, so everyone can enter in our game, everyone can purchase our own token. We're gonna put ways to facilitate the purchase of RMSU, because right now not everyone know how to create a MetaMask, not everyone know how to create a Binance account, for example. So we want to facilitate all of that, because, well, it's football. Okay, so everybody, like, is the most famous sport in the world. Everybody loves football. Like, for me, from Latin America, from Brazil, like, everybody loves football. So for us, it's very important to create an infrastructure that's gonna be like very easy to people to jump in, to purchase our assets, to purchase our NFT, our token. So, and then also to how to play the game. So that's the key role of the guilds and DAOs that are onboarding on MetaSoccer, because you guys will be the ones that are gonna like teach other people how to play MetaSoccer, how to enter in this new world, let's say, how to enter the rabbit hole. So the idea here is that we are having this key partnership that's gonna help us to be like even more mainstream.
Got it, got it. So you said for the mainstream, will there be a part also that's not on the blockchain and free to play?
No, all the game gonna be like on the blockchain, okay? Like the game
All right.
will run off chain, but all the assets, everything will be on chain. But yeah, you need to have your own, like, let's say, MetaMask, so you can like interact with the game.
All right, okay. So to play the game, you probably need to buy NFTs, right?
Exactly, but for us right now, like, we need to enter first, let's say, with the Youth Scout. Okay, is the first generation on NFT. So with the Youth Scout, you're gonna start to meet football players. You're gonna have an action in the game that you with the Youth Scout, you're gonna do the scouting in the system, and you doing the scouting, you're gonna find football players. Okay, it's like a kind of a breeding, let's say, and then you can start to generate football players for your own club. And then by doing that, you're gonna have your own squad. So for sure that you need to have 11 football players to start a game, plus the bench. So you need to have, like, let's say, a squad with 20 to 25 players for you to interact every single day in the PvE and the PvP.
All right. So yeah, the first thing you're gonna launch is the Scout Pass, like the Scout NFT. and this will
Exactly.
make you able to then scout football players in the game itself. Correct?
Exactly. But the cool part here is that what we want to deliver to be like even more mainstream, the part of the scholarship. Okay, so if you want to purchase the youth scouts to and be this person, you're gonna like breed all the football players, and then you're gonna have your own club, you wanna have your own team, and also for sure you wanna sell this in the marketplace. You can even do the scholarship program, and you can even generate these football players to other persons. Okay, so the normal users they can enter in MetaSoccer by purchase the youth scouts, or if they do not want to do that, they can just wait, and then you're gonna have football players in the marketplace that again they can purchase for other person. They can ask for a loan, or if they can enter in a scholarship type of program. So the barrier of entry in our game is gonna be like very low because you can enter like with zero amount of money because you're gonna have like guilds like UniX. They're gonna provide this for you.
All right, that's good to hear. Thanks a lot for sharing that. The next thing is, so people can play. You need NFTs, but there are scholarship models, and then people can get it from the marketplace as well. You guys make it more mainstream for people to get in to play the game. But how much can people earn? Right. So you have the main token and everything. You can have matches and you can earn, but how much? How much can people earn? How many tokens a day or a month?
Right now, we did not disclose any part of the return of the investment yet, but your return on the game will depend of how high you're gonna be in the division. So we're gonna have like 9 divisions, and if you are in the low tier of the division, for sure that your reward gonna be like lower, okay? But for example, we're gonna have the football players. The football players gonna have like tiers, okay? Like that the potential that you're gonna have. So we're gonna have a good football players, we're gonna have bad football players. So if you are in the lower end of the division, you're gonna have like low tier football players. So the amount of investment that you're gonna put in the game is not gonna be that high. If you want to invest, because you can enter as a scholarship, as I told you. So it depends. Like you want to invest in the game, or you want to receive better players for your scholar because you want to go even higher on the division. So as higher as you go to the third, to the second, to the first division, every single game that you're gonna be playing the PvP, you're gonna receive more MSU tokens. So that's why we want to create this game that okay is play to earn. That's why pretty much we are all here. But we want to deliver a game that you're gonna be like feeling the need to play, even if it was for free. So you want to deliver a really cool and fun game that you want to play. You want to be there. You want to manage your own team. You want to compete against other guilds, against other DAOs. We want to deliver this type of quality of game. But for sure, since you are in play to earn, you need to receive some money. So it will depend of the division that you are. As high as you are in the division, the more return you're gonna have.
Got it. So the better you get, and the more players you get, and the better players you get, and the more you win, and the higher division you are, the more you're gonna win. That's mainly based on that.
Exactly.
All right. Thanks a lot for sharing that. The next thing is what I hear also a lot. Will there be any staking? Maybe staking with the players or staking with the token itself?
Yes, for sure. Right now we're doing the sales of NFT, the youth scouts. Okay, we sold out all this first level of youth scout, the pioneers. It's like going to be like the first generation of the youth scout. It's all sold out. You're gonna have more in January. You're gonna have more drops of youth scout in January. And the people that have this youth scout, they have this NFT, you're gonna have the staking of the youth scout. Okay, so every single person that have a youth scout, they can stake and they can start to generate MSU. There is our token, and our idea is that the amount of MSU that you're gonna receive is gonna be the amount of money that you're gonna need to do this the minting of football player, the scouting. Okay, so if the first amount of money that you're gonna receive from the staking, you can start to create the football players, let's say for free.
Got it. Got it. Thanks a lot for sharing. So the main thing that's gonna be staked is the scout, right? To generate
Exactly.
tokens
The
that you
token,
can mint.
we are discussing as well to put the token, but right now the first thing is gonna be the NFT staking. And let's say for February, we are discussing this internally to put as well the MSU staking.
All right, got it. Appreciate you sharing that. The next thing, is there something else you'd like to share about the gameplay or anything in game?
Yeah, sure. Right now, we are working on some 3D, some trailers, so we can share to the community at the end of January. Right now, we are closing a lot of deals in the backstage with football players and football clubs that we can start to disclose this at late January, beginning of February. But in the terms of gameplay, of visuals that the game is gonna be, we want to start to release some information at the end of January, because since you want to deliver the game in March, the PVE, the first interaction of the game, so we want to start to drop some sneak peeks all along like the late January, beginning of February. The user going to start to see how the interface of the game will be like operating.
Got it. Thanks for that. So yeah, most of the things will be shared in the end of January with gameplay and all that stuff. So very excited for that. Yeah, if you want to see more, please get to their Telegram or the Twitter to stay up to date with everything, so you don't miss anything. The next theme where I want to talk about is also the tokenomics, right? You're also gonna get investors next to people who are gonna play the game, and those people also want to have a beneficial tokenomics, right? So can you tell me a bit about the tokenomics? How many tokens are there? Can you tell me a bit more about the burn aspect? So how do you keep the token up and all that stuff?
Yeah, sure. Right now we are using a token bond curve approach. Okay, this is a new type, let's say, technology that our supply is not like limited supply. You can this the amount of MSU that you have in the ecosystem. They can be like increase or decrease. Okay, this is going to happen depend of the demand of users that are entering in our ecosystem. So as soon as more people are start to enter in our ecosystem, the supply is going to increase. Okay, and as soon as people start to selling, let's say you're going to have the burning of MSU tokens. So what this will happen in the longevity of the project. Right now, you can see that the marketing of Bitcoin and crypto in general was like going down a lot for the past weeks, and MSU tokens is like very very good, even going higher. So we are not getting effect of the market because of the token bond curve. Okay, so our idea here is to protect the community for dumping and pumping, because we are here for the long term. So what we want to deliver is a very long-term project, very sustainable project. So the token will increase. Like some questions are received and the team will receive, okay, if you are minting your burning tokens, you're gonna have an issue to, let's say, to increase 10x or 100x. So this is not gonna happen, okay? The token can do 10x and token can do 50x or whatever. The idea here is for the long term, okay? So we want users to jump in to our game. They want users to enter in our game, and we're gonna use the token bond proof to create this more secure environment for the users. Okay, so we are like very safe in terms of pumping and dump. So no whales are gonna enter in our product and start to increase 10%, and then after 1 hour to sell this on top of you. So this is not gonna happen with our project.
Interesting. That's very smart. I haven't seen that in games yet, but I think that's pretty smart for to have a long term gaming project. You know, like if the game, maybe you have a good game, but the tokenomics are not good and the price just dumps, then you're just also gonna lose a lot of players, right? So if you have the right tokenomics, and it's very interesting what you guys do. If the price
Exactly.
stays
We have
stable and
one project that are using Pokemon Go is Avagotchi as well. They are using this for like it's a more longer project, more than a year. So they are using Pokemon Go for a while, and we are back.
I don't know, it's start glitching. Anyway, we are back here, so that's good. Please continue where you were. Where you were.
Sorry.
Please continue. Please continue where you were.
Yes, I was telling you that the other project that you use using as well, talking about the curve is Avagotchi. Okay, so there's another project
Yes.
the play to earn. They are more or less play to earn Avagotchi, and they are using as well talking about the curve in the ecosystem, and they are doing great as well.
All right, that's good to hear. It's good to already see that it's working. Um, and smart. I think that's a very smart move for you guys as a long-term project. Um, the next thing, yeah, you've talked about burning, right, as well, which is not as important anymore because burning should be very important if the token supply is not changeable, but yeah, it's gonna be less important if the tokenomics are changeable. Um, yeah, I think it's really smart what you guys are doing. Because also if you're a long term project, if you have a tokens and you just burn all the time, then the total supply is gonna finish in the end, right? So that's not what you want. Next thing, yeah, what are you guys gonna do to not just keep the price stable, but also keep it going up, for example? Because you said you don't want to be a stable coin, you also want to go up. So what are the things to sustain yourself and to keep going up in the long term?
Yeah, sure. Right now, we are kind of, let's say, entering the bear market, but we are not afraid on that because we are developing the game in the backstage, let's say. So right now, what you're gonna do in terms of marketing, in terms of campaign, in terms to be like massive adoption, that you're gonna start, let's say, mid-January, the end of January, you're gonna start to push like very, very hard on the marketing campaign. It will be with the football players, with the football clubs. Okay, so we are start to do the same type of video that you guys see with Thomas Party. We are start to do this with big football players, with big clubs, and we're gonna onboard all of them to the metaverse. So we are closing deals with people that have more than 55 million users following them on Instagram, on Twitter, on Facebook. So as soon as we start to advertise them, to put them as an NFT in our ecosystem, you can see an increase of demand of people to get to know more about MetaSoccer, that want to purchase the NFT of this football player. Okay, so we want to aim like very high on the marketing side of the football players, of the football clubs, because the game is being developed, so there is no issue on that. But for us, we know, and in the marketing side, that for people to be hyped about the project, we need to have some big names in terms of marketing. Right now, people always associate these to big YouTubers, okay, that have like 1 million followers, etc. But for us, you're gonna have these YouTubers for sure. We are in connect with all of them. But our biggest KOL, let's say key opinion leaders, gonna be the football players. So this is what we are doing right now, and that's why we believe that the mainstream adoption for MetaSoccer gonna be like very, very high.
Amazing, that's awesome. I also think the name is really awesome. MetaSoccer, very simple, very clear, very clean. So I like that a lot. Congrats to having the name. Also, congrats with the NFTs that you guys sold out already with the scouting, with the first part of the scouters. Next, yeah, like we've talked already a bit about the goals with when you're gonna launch, with the gameplay insights and all that stuff. But can you tell me a bit more about the short term and the long term goals of the project of MetaSoccer?
Yes, right now for January, for example, we're gonna have the another drop of Youth Scout. Okay, so late Jan, you're gonna have more Youth Scout to be sold to the community. You're gonna have as well the staking of this Youth Scout, so people can start to earn money, to earn MSU by doing that. In February, you're gonna have our marketplace active, so people can start to. We have right now OpenSea, more than 100 in Ethereum volume already. So we have OpenSea for a secondary market, but we're gonna have our own marketplace, okay? So people can start to trade over there, to lend players, to lend football players, to purchase scouts, so they can do whatever they want because it's their assets, okay? So we're gonna have this also in February, and the minting of the youth scouts as well, and then all of that you're gonna be to be ready for when the game of the PvE is gonna be ready in March. Okay, so all the people that are with the youth scout, they have the football players, they're gonna start to prepare their own squad, let's say in February, so they can start to play the game in March. That's the idea. And then after that, people are gonna start to play for March, April, May, and in June you're gonna start the competition with the PvP. And this is like for us, it's a big milestone to deliver this in the middle of the year, and then put all together the clubs, let's say the esport clubs of the football clubs as well. So you and me, you can be in the same division as, I don't know, Arsenal, Manchester United, Liverpool, Real Madrid, and Barcelona. They're all going to start in the ninth division, let's say, and then every single day you're going to have a match. And then if you want, you're going to have like Twitch, you're going to have a stream, and you can see the game every single day.
Amazing, awesome. That sounds great. But for the game, bit deeper about the game. So was it like a managing game, or is it really that you're gonna play soccer like against each other, Mm,
Yeah, it's gonna be like
or
Football
both?
Manager. I don't know if you play Football Manager, but the
Yes,
idea is
yeah, yeah,
you're
yeah.
gonna have your own squad. Yeah, you're gonna have your own squad. You're gonna do the formation 4-4-2, for example, and then you're gonna play. Okay, and in the
Yeah.
play, in the game, in the match, let's say, you can have options so to change your formation to make substitution. So it's
Mm,
not gonna be like a static type of game. You're gonna interact with the platform. You're gonna interact with the game. So it's gonna be like something that you see, you visualize what is happening. Okay, so first you're gonna be like 2D as it is like Football Manager, like the dots playing the game. But we are also in discussion to put a 3D type of game. Okay, right now our priority for sure is to deliver the game, but we already discussed this internally to put a 3D as well, because you want that this game to be a game that you want to stream, because as soon as you
mm,
start to go higher and higher in the division, receive more money, people want to see what you are doing to be as good as you are in the MetaSoccer. And since you're gonna have a
of
lot of
course.
football clubs in our ecosystem, like for example, my club in Brazil is Vasco da Gama, for example. So if Vasco da Gama, they're gonna have an esport team in the MetaSoccer in the metaverse that every single day they're gonna play a game. I want to see this, and I'm gonna have like one person that's gonna be like doing the live stream every single day of my own team, but this time is in the metaverse. So for me, it's very cool
Got it.
what we want to create, and that's why we strongly believe that this that we are doing, no one like are thinking to do it, and it's like be very hard to deliver.
Amazing. Thanks for that. So yeah, we discussing the gameplay, the tokenomics, the goals. Is there something else, some other important things that we maybe missed that you still want to share?
Yeah, sure. I can light a little bit more about why we are closing this type of deals with football clubs, what we want to deliver. I can like give you more
Please.
in-depth discussion about it, because right now why we are in conversation with football clubs, why we are doing all of that is because we really want that our game to have this mainstream adoption, because for us this part of the Twitch of the streaming will be like very important. And what we want to do is to close deals with football clubs and to put like as a coach of this football club in the metaverse, you're gonna put like a person. Okay, so let's say that you are a very big name on YouTube, like a very famous person, you have a huge audience, that's awesome. But you like football and for some reason you are a supporter of Arsenal or Real Madrid or something like that.
And there are some technical difficulties. This is the first time we're using the streaming software, so I hope this is gonna get fixed soon.
Hello.
Yes, you're back.
Now I'm back. Yeah, it was freeze again.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was telling a little bit more about what we want to do with the influencer and the football clubs. So how we're gonna do this, like to be like a very mainstream type of game, is that you want to target the influencers with the football clubs in the metaverse. So if you are a big name in the YouTube on Twitch, for example, I'm gonna give you, let's say, Arsenal or Real Madrid, and you're gonna be the coach of this team. And then every single day you're gonna do a live stream of that. Okay. And for the
Mm,
club, it's like is exposure, it's digital exposure. They're gonna enter into the new market. They're gonna have in the digital marketing, in the blockchain market. So it's a new audience that the clubs are gonna start to achieve even more. So what we want to deliver, like the long-term goal, long-term, I tell you, like the mid of the year, like Q3, let's say, is to onboard football clubs to the metaverse, so we can start to doing that. And when we start to doing that, you're gonna have a lot of people like myself that really like football, but for some reason, let's say I do not know crypto, but I'm very fan of my football club. And now I know they are on the metaverse. I want to know what is the metaverse. I want to know what they are doing. So what
exactly.
what may happen is that my football club in real life is doing like very bad, but in the metaverse they are doing like very, very good. And also on top of that, for the football club, they're gonna have their own assets. Okay, so they're gonna start to generate income for their own. So what may happen is that very soon this football club can have a huge revenue on the metaverse as well, because they can start to close deals of sponsor in the metaverse as well. So you can start like the clubs, you're gonna have an extra source of revenue that can take out if they want from the metaverse, from MetaSoccer, and put this in real life in the club. So by doing that, we are create this type of revenue source for football clubs.
Nice. That's a nice extra for sure. That's great. So once you have a team and the stadium and everything, you can also get other source of income by sponsors or any other original ideas that are going to come up. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Thanks. Thanks for sharing that. Um, yes, I handled quite everything. I want to know. Maybe I still forgot something. So maybe if there's something still that's in your mind that you still want to share, please go ahead.
No, I think right now we cover pretty much everything about the youth scout, about the football players that you're gonna start entering the metaverse. Also, that you're gonna start to have right now NFT players for the real footballers that you guys know from Arsenal, for Real Madrid, for Barcelona, and even retired ones that everyone knows. All of them, we are in conversation with some football players like very big profile in the market, and we're gonna put them as an NFT as well. So in terms of what we want to deliver, I would say that's going to be like more or less like X Infinity, but on soccer, on football. And on top of that, we want to expand the metaverse to onboard a lot of clubs. Okay, so a lot of clubs are going to be joining the metaverse, and we want to do this to be like even more mainstream.
Amazing. Thanks a lot for sharing that. Um, yes, like there are still some questions from the community, and as we discussed, we have a small giveaway going on. So what we're gonna do instead of
Sure.
10 people, we're gonna do 5 people. 5 people will be able to win a total pot of $200. So yeah, if you hear your name and your question, congrats. You won $40. So I want to start here with the first one. And this is from Jasper. Jasper's asking, I'm managing the team. Do we need to spend to upgrade the team's abilities, skills, or attributes?
What?
So, like, if you manage the team,
Ah,
skills of the players, for example, or any other upgrades.
it is a little bit glitchy, the video.
So, if you manage a team, right? So you have a team of
Okay.
soccer players. Do you need to all the time to upgrade the players and upgrade like their skills or their abilities, etc.?
Okay, what's going to happen is that the football players, they're gonna have like a potential. Okay, so when you start to create to mint football players, you're gonna see like, okay, this player has a huge potential or not. So as soon as you start to play more with the football player, okay, with this one striker, let's say, as soon as you start to play even more with him, and he's like be like more happy in the game, he's gonna develop very well. Okay, but if you have someone that have a huge potential, but you do not use him in any match, he's not going to deliver. He's not going to be like an upgrade. Okay, so the upgrade that you're going to have in the football players side, you need to play with them. You need to make them happy. The same as you have like in Football Manager in FIFA, that they have like condition, they have the morale. So you need to make the football player like happy. They need to be play the game so they can develop.
All right, awesome. Thanks for sharing that. That was a good question and a very good answer as well. Appreciate that. I got another question from Prodigy, and he's asking 5 scholars to play this game for me, for example, right? So you have all those NFTs, and you lend them out. Are his NFTs safe? Like, is there a scholarship model placed really like X Infinity, for example, that you have a special wallet and they can't get out anything of the wallet, or do you have anything placed for that?
Yes, the idea is to create a similar what Axie Infinity has right now. Like the assets, the ownership will not be like yours, but you can create, let's say, this scholarship for one person, and then create a login and password for this person, and then you can have access to the game. So you want to recreate, let's say, what we have right now in X Infinity, so we can escalate this even more in MetaSoccer. So in terms of like be safe, like don't need to worry about it. We want to create at least what we have right now with X Infinity.
Awesome. That is great to hear. Thanks for sharing that. I got another question from Beto. He's asking, as a football manager game lover since Foot 98, I'm very excited about MSU. You said about partnerships with real clubs. We as players will be able to use real logo and shirts of those teams and clubs.
Yes, the idea is that when we start to onboard football clubs to the metaverse, we are on board as well their stadiums and their apparel as well. So the t-shirt and pretty much the logo, everything will be like available in the Meta Soccer because we if you want to expand this metaverse, we need to have all of that. We need to have the seat sales, we need to have the sponsor, we need to have the field, and have pretty much everything. So when you start to onboard football clubs, you can expect to have pretty much everything.
Gotcha, gotcha. That's very good news. Thanks for sharing that. I got another one by Annie. She's asking if Meta Soccer uses bonding curve. Will the price of this token ever rise or more like a stable coin? Um,
No.
yeah, she read the white paper, but want to have a bit more
Mhm.
clarity about that.
Yes, for sure. Like the price of the token already did 5x only on the launching. Right now we are stable in 3.5, 4x of the price of the listing. And right now the market is bleeding, as I was telling you, the market is bleeding. So a lot of downtrend right now. And MetaSoccer is doing like very good. So when you start to announce what you want to announce, what you want to deliver, so for sure the amount of the price of MSU is going to skyrocket as well. Not financial advice for sure. But the token bond curve is just a parameter for you guys to be like safe from the whales, from the pump and dumps. Okay, so that's why I'm gonna start to mint and burn MSU. But if you want to have a comparison, let's say with other projects, you guys can check Avagotchi, for example, and you can see, okay, Avagotchi start with this price and right now are at that price. For sure that is different projects, okay? Like we are in the soccer metaverse, we are developing different things, but you can see how the token bond curve works in another project.
For sure. Thanks for that. So it's not going to be just a stable coin did already 5x. Now it's about stay very stable at 3.5, 4x, even in those bleeding markets. So that's really good. So you can still make a good return on your investment. It's just a much safer protection against wills and against other bad narratives in the market. The last question is from Ashi. He's asking, how much should we invest in order to have a pretty much average team that can invest like that we can get our investment back? Yes, mainly asking like, how much do we need to invest really to start playing the game,
Mhm.
and how long will be the average ROI be?
Yeah, it depends a lot. Like for example, we are starting to sell the youth scouts at $120. Okay, it was the first batch. The last one we are selling for 500. Okay, so it's the same type of youth scout. So the person that purchased this as 120 are already like 5x, let's say, on only the investment on the NFT. Okay, and as I told you, like the NFT youth scout can generate football players. So for you to receive money and to start to generate your own ROI, you need to have football players. So you can have the youth scout if you want, so you can create your own football players, or you can go to the marketplace and purchase or even ask for a loan if another person. Okay, so the idea here is that depends of how much you want to invest in the game. If you want to have your own, let's say, farm of the youth scout, so you can create a lot of football players, you can like invest more money, let's say 500 for youth scout if you want, or you can wait someone to do that for you, and then you can go to the marketplace and you can purchase your own football players, or even wait for a guild like UniX to start to create the scholarship program and you can enter for free. So in general, like to summarize here, it depends of your profile. If you want to invest,
Mm.
you can invest. Okay, you can purchase the youth scout and you can start to create even your own scholarship program if you want. Okay, so it depends of how high you want to invest in the project.
Gotcha. Thanks for sharing that. So yeah, you can decide how much you want to invest, but there's a minimum amount of 11 players you need, right, or more players also with the bench. So there's a minimum amount of
Yeah.
players you need. if you have a scout, that will automatically keep minting those players until you have enough. So you need one scout to in the end to play the game, right?
Yes, you have the
That'll be
scout of the goalkeeper, another one for the defender, another for the middle field, another for the forward. Okay, so we have four types
all right.
of the youth scout, and then if you have, for example, the youth scout goalkeeper, he's gonna find like mainly like for the high percentage, they're gonna find only goalkeeper. Okay, if they find another position, not gonna be that good because he's only good in finding goalkeeper. So what can happen here is that okay, I will only have money to purchase one youth scout. I go for the goalkeeper, for example. I'm gonna find only goalkeepers in general. So what can I do is that I can go to the marketplace, and I know that I only need like two goalkeepers, one to play and one to the bench. So if I have 20 goalkeepers, I can sell this in the market. So I can sell this residual amount of goalkeepers, sell in the market, and purchase the other position that I want. Okay, but again, it depends.
Gotcha.
We have people that have like one NFT of each, one goalkeeper, one defender, one midfielder. Like they have one of each, and we have people that only have one because they're gonna use this strategy to mint only one type of position of player and then sell the residual on the marketplace and purchase the rest or even ask for a loan. So again, it depends.
Got it. Makes a lot of sense. Appreciate that. Yeah, we got all the five questions. So if you heard your name and your questions, congrats. Yeah, we will reach out to you, and then we will figure out how we will send your gift. Thanks a lot for that, Gustavo. Appreciate that. Yes, we had the most important things handled. I think we have been handling all the things. Maybe something popped up in your mind still you want to share, Gustavo,
Yes, right
or
now
you shared
I can say to you guys that we are like very thrilled to have this partnership with UniX because we know what you guys are doing for the ecosystem for the play to earn and also the type of games that you our guys are investing is like the good ones for the market. So for sure that if you are a partners because you guys can see the potential on us and that's for us it's very nice to hear as well. And we are very looking forward like to start to have your own guild UniX to have the scholarship in our game so you can see like where you guys gonna be like at the end of the season. Let's say gonna be like 9 division, the 7, the 5, so it's gonna be like very cool when you guys start to battle, let's say to have these games every single day with different DAOs, with different guilds that also gonna be in MetaSoccer. So like I'm looking forward to see that happen, and I wish you guys all the best.
for sure. Thank you very much, Gustavo. We're also very looking forward for this partnership and how we can partner up. Like everything is still very early stage, and the more we get developed, the more we can do, and the more exciting things happening. So yeah, thanks a lot for those kind words. We're also very excited to see where this all gonna go, and also good luck with everything that's coming for you guys. Things are moving pretty fast in the crypto world. Everything in like 2 weeks is like a year almost. So yeah, a lot of things are
For sure.
happening. Also, good luck with the launch and with everything. So yeah, again, everyone, if you want to know more about MetaSoccer and yeah, you want to get more about like stay up to date with everything they offer and all the updates, please check their Telegram, their Twitter, all their social medias. All the links are going to be down below. So check that out to stay in tune. Also, yes, thank you very much for watching again. Thanks very much for being here and having always exciting people like yeah, exciting people and projects like MetaSoccer and Gustavo here. That is always very exciting to have and a lot to learn and a lot of amazing projects out there. So again, thank you very much, guys. Thank you very much for watching. Gustavo, again, thank you very much for being here. And yeah, we stay in touch. And for all the people we see in the UniX community or in the MetaSoccer community, thank you very much.
Yes, thank you, man. See you soon.
UniX Gaming. Play to earn.